Hi, this is Alan from Alpus Group, and I'm going to talk to you today about businesses for sale. There's quite a batch of hostels for sale in all locations of the UK. This is for sale by the Youth Hostel Association. So they happen to be on daltonsbusiness.com. They're in different locations, and they've got different opportunities. We'll look first at this one that's on the screen, an established tourist hostel in Greater London in Lambeth. Price is £950,000. The annual net profit is £240,000 on an annual turnover of £654,000. So this one actually looks as if it's quite profitable. We'll look at the details there to see what opportunities it has for improving. And it looks obviously very constrained. It's the London Waterloo Hostel. So let's have a look at some of the internals here. Fairly functional room there for what looks like computer use, and is there a coffee bar in the corner? Don't know. These are the hostel rooms. Can't really cram more people in there than they are already. This is kitchen area, fairly functional, basic. Games room and a bar there. And a yard at the back. More hostel rooms, fairly basic and very congested. Another view of the same room we saw earlier with the pool table in it. And we're back to the yard. So that's all the details of that hostel in London. Although you could buy it for just under £1 million, it is profitable. There's a lot of work involved in letting that. It houses up to 105 guests, so it's on 3 floors and a basement. But it would be difficult to see how you could add value to that because you haven't really got any opportunities to develop outwards. So although it's a profitable business, I would say that's not one to be pursued. This next one here is Youth Hostel Association in Wells, next to the sea. Picturesque Norfolk. Looks a lovely building. I imagine it's listed, but we'll try and find out. The freehold is £400,000. Look at the details. 31 bedroom youth hostel. That's the lounge area, dining room, kitchen, very congested rooms. Can't imagine getting more than 4 people in that room. And then it appears to be a yard area at the back. Not a massive site, so difficult to see any opportunities for development there. There's a preference for continuation of the business as a youth hostel association franchise with options for independent hosteling business or change of use. YHA is a national hosteling brand, charity and social enterprise with a 93-year heritage. Property is trading, currently part of the YHA's network of over 100 hostels across England and Wales. So this is the issue with buying this sort of building, that it's got an established use as a youth hostel, and how could you actually change the use to something else, and if you did, how can you add value sufficient that you can recoup the funds that you invest in development of the property from whatever future usage it is, whether it's hotel usage or some other usage that you might decide. So because of that small site, I would say probably this one has limited potential, certainly as far as I can see. So let's have a look at another one here. This is in Streatley-on-Thames, 48-bed hostel in a sought-after village near Reading in Berkshire. You can buy this for £850,000. 48-bed hostel, sought-after village within an area of outstanding natural beauty. So it's a lovely looking building, a nice sunny perspective, lounge area inside, another view of the lounge, dining area quite congested. Same again. These are the hostel rooms, again quite congested, can't imagine getting any more people in there than are already accommodated. Kitchen area, just a basic kitchen, and the garden is a sloping garden. So let's have a look, see if there's any details of the site. It doesn't actually give the site details there. Yeah, I can look these up on Searchland and check this one out. It doesn't look as if it's a massive site, and particularly as it's in an area of outstanding natural beauty, you can imagine that it might be difficult to get planning permission for extending the building if in fact it's possible. It's not an immediate one that jumps out as a quick win. So we'll go back to have a look at other opportunities here. So there's another one at Cheddar in Somerset. Freehold is £550,000. We'll have a look at the details of this one. 59-bedroom hostel in a large Somerset village within the Mendip Hills area of outstanding natural beauty. Lovely building. You can imagine that this is going to be difficult to extend if it's in an area of outstanding natural beauty. I'm not sure if the building is listed. Opportunity to acquire a virtual freehold property, currently operating as 59-bed youth hostel. Preference for continuation of the building as a Youth Hostel Association franchise. Property is currently trading. So have a quick look at the pictures here. Just a hallway, lounge, congested rooms and toilet there, kitchen area quite congested, same area of kitchen. This is a lobby for dining, like a dining annex, and more rooms. So not sure what this is, if this is an annex part of the building. More congested rooms and a reasonable sized garden. So it's not one that leaps out as a possibility to add value to particularly areas of outstanding natural beauty. It's going to be difficult to get planning permission on it, and how long might it take you to get planning permission on it. So let's move on to the next one. This is another one in Yorkshire, 89-bedroom hostel, an outstanding Victorian Gothic manor house, freehold £950,000, at the heart of Bronte country. So a beautiful building. Yeah, would you be able to get planning permission to extend this? How would you justify the value added unless you're going to increase the revenue significantly? So here's the reception area again, lounge area, dining area, lovely internal balcony, first floor, I imagine, and the bunk beds jammed into the room. So lovely building. There's obviously a desire to continue this as usage as a youth hostel. That's the outlook from the building. Yeah, super. Is there any opportunity to add value to this sufficiently to justify the investment? Probably not. Or you may have so much difficulty actually getting the planning permission in an area of outstanding natural beauty that it's going to be very time consuming. Here's another one in Blacksall in Woodbridge in Suffolk, 9-bedroom hostel, £400,000. Difficult on the face of it to see the opportunity here. Another one, 21-bed hostel in North Yorkshire Moors, 250,000. Preference for continuation of business as a Youth Hostel Association franchise. This is going to be the issue with all of these. There's a Scandinavian style retreat in Cumbria, freehold £650,000. Youth Hostel Association in Dufton, 32-bedroom hostel. Again, all the same issues, preference for continuation of the building as Youth Hostel Association franchise. So all these are going to be low revenue earning and difficult to justify in terms of a business return. Another one, 42-bed hostel in the Peak District, 41-bed hostel in St Austell in Cornwall. Lovely areas. This is one that's nearer to me, so it's one I've looked at before. Right, so this is the Youth Hostel Association, Holmbury St Mary, substantial 49-bed hostel in a stunning situation. Let's have a look at the details of this one. Surrey Hills, best and final offers by deadline 31st of August. Yes, I remember this building, an uninteresting building in a lovely setting. So we've got the external elevations fairly bland. What could you do to improve that? Pitched roof maybe. Would you get the planning permission for it? I don't know. How would you justify the expenditure? This is dining room, fairly basic, simple, congested. Same dining room area. Kitchen, very congested. Looks like it needs renewal of equipment, although I don't know, it's difficult to tell. But certainly it looks like an old installation. The hostel bedrooms, all congested, and the garden, yes, nice garden in a lovely woodland setting. So, best and final offers by 31st of August. Opportunity to acquire a unique freehold property currently operating as a 49-bed youth hostel with staff accommodation. Preference for continuation of business as a Youth Hostel Association franchise, with options considered for independent hosteling business or change of use. Youth Hostel Association is a national hosteling brand, charity and social enterprise with a 93-year heritage. Property is trading and currently part of the Youth Hostel Association's network of over 100 hostels. Well, I you'd think if you wanted to buy a hostel, you could, and more or less continue its current operation. It's difficult to see how you could acquire this and repurpose it to a different use, because you're going to get a lot of grief from the Youth Hostel Association themselves. They've got to sell the place. Presumably they're in need of funds, and they're going to resist any usage which doesn't fit their mould of youth hostels. So although it is a lovely site, the building is not really that of that much merit, and how much money would you have to spend in order to justify the investment that you're making? How will you recover that investment? If you continue its use as a hostel, you're going to have to find some sort of higher value use. So, all right, we've started to look at these Youth Hostel Association buildings. There are a lot of them, I think scores of them for sale all across the country. I'm not seeing a massive opportunity here, because although you could buy them at a reasonable price, what you are probably going to have to do is continue to operate them as youth hostels or some sort of tourist hostel, and so the profitability is going to be marginal. I would suggest you're looking at large numbers of people paying small amounts of money, and you're going to be responsible for maintaining the building and operating it sort of 24/7 to suit people coming and going. Yeah, all of these nice buildings, nice locations, but difficult to see how you can actually get return on an investment in these. So I think we'll call it a day on reviewing the Youth Hostel Association buildings. If you're interested in any deals anywhere in the UK, we have lots of deals from different sources. So call me, that's Alan, on 07539 141257 or 0333 224 1257. You can schedule a call with me at calendly.com/AlanJE, or you can just drop me an email at alan@alpusgroup.com. Cheers for now.